So in the Easter holidays of 2014, me, my mum, my sister, my best friend and my sister's boyfriend, we went to Fort Park. We went onto one of my favourite rides at the time, which was Loggers Leap. It was an extremely busy, hot day. These boats, they can hold up to 5 people, but not 5 adults, particularly like 3 adults, 2 children. So we should never have been put together, but due to it being so busy and then rushing, they just suggested we all got in. So we did, and I sat at the front because I volunteered to get wet, because on this ride you do get wet. And I got in the front, and as I sat, my leg immediately jammed. It immediately got stuck. So as we're trying to get out, the ride is still going and there's people trying to get in, which obviously wasn't ideal because that just put more pressure on me to get out quickly. Me and my parents, we discussed and said, you know, we think that the injury might just be some swelling, bruising, nothing too serious. So I'll elevate it, I'll put an ice pack on it, I'll keep an eye on it and just sort of take it from there really. So my mum explained what happened to them. Their staff at the customer service were very sympathetic and quite appalled really about how their staff had acted, and they assured my mum they were going to deal with it, but they also informed my mum to take it further, which was never obviously in our minds at all. I decided to go to my GP. I didn't again think it was serious enough to go to hospital, so I went to my GP. The GP then referred me to a hospital, my Colchester General Hospital, to see a musculoskeletal specialist, I think it's called. They said my nerve damage and the fluid in my leg is something that will probably be there forever. So eventually we heard back from Fort Park's legal team. They arranged for me to see a specialist in Harley Street in London, which was all done privately, which obviously was great at the time. You know, I thought, okay, this is better, things are moving. But we saw this doctor in Harley Street and it took him a year to write my report, which means during this year nothing got done at all. I was so sporty before this accident. I played football and I loved it. I was in all my school's clubs and everything, and I can't do any of that now, and that resulted in me gaining a lot of weight and losing my confidence, and that just led from one thing to the other. I missed a lot of school, I didn't go to college. It just messed up my whole future really. I'm not working still to this day because I do still suffer with anxiety that's still there, which I do still believe was completely caused by that accident.